Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. Now, guys, we have a great show. We're kicking off the week with an all-star panel. We're going to be covering baseball, covering football, covering soccer. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to give you some great free content. So without any further ado, today's all-star lineup. We're already having fun. A pioneer of the sports betting industry, Mr. Ross Benjamin. The Iceman cometh, Jesse the Body Schule, and Moneyline Matt, Ross, Jesse, good morning. Happy Monday to everyone. How is everybody today? Ross, let me start with you. How are you today?
I'm great. Football, college football, first full week. I'm looking forward to that, Joey. NFL coming up in a couple weeks. And guys, good morning to each and every one of you, handsome gentlemen, and that beautiful Miss Dionne.
I love starting the week off with Ross. He always sets the tone for the whole week. Sports fans, just before the show, I was chewing on Jesse's ear, Matt's ear, and even Ross's ear, saying, I wish there was one more day in this past weekend. Dan and I are still exhausted from Raiders game Friday night, Saturday yard work all day. But you know what? As soon as Ross, Jesse, and Matt came on the screen, I just got very, very excited. I'm set for the day. Jesse, how you doing today? How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. For those that follow me on Twitter, they saw Mr. Perfect make an appearance last night. I'm feeling pretty good heading into Monday.
Great stuff. Moneyline Matt. Matt's going to be a regular on this show. We're going to have him on the football forecast show. Very excited. Matt, how are you today, buddy?
Hey, great. It was an awesome weekend. Did some golfing, watched some college football. It was good to see some football back, but ready for the NFL now. So, again, talking some NFL as usual.
Great stuff. I should have prettied myself up a little better. Between Ross, Jesse, and Matt, I feel like a little threatened here. Looks-wise, I really do. Sports fans, you know how I start every show. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're both exhausted.
Yes, we are.
We were debating doing the show in pajamas, guys, and which is funny because I sleep in the nude, so it would have been a lot of fun. Guys, we had a lot of fun Friday night. Dan and I went over to Allegiant Stadium. Raiders, Patriots. What a blast. Perfect night, perfect everything. We had a lot of fun. It was great. We ran into some old friends, some entertainers that were just there, as spectators. Had a lot of fun, but a great place to see a game. Great way to finish off preseason football. 10-unit win. We had some fun. And then Saturday, we spent all day doing yard work, which was a lot of fun. 105 degrees outside, 5 hours. I'll tell you what, I was debating dialing 911 at least 2 or 3 times.
I don't know what made us decide to do that after being out Friday night and then going out in the sun for hours. We were stupid.
Well, you know what? God protects the dumb, though. I'll tell you that. Sports fans, couple other things real quick. Very excited about. We have a new milestone, and we need your help to reach it. We want to hit 10,000 subscribers on the Sports Memo YouTube channel. We want to do it during football. Hit that subscribe button, because when you do, you'll get an alert every time Sports Memo does a show. And I'll tell you what, we got a few announcements. We got a few shows. One that started last week, very successful, a lot of fun. One that's going to start this week. And you don't want to miss any of the action. Other than that, guys, what else, baby? Tune in Friday. We got every Friday, the first family show turns into the family affair. Last week on Friday, Ralph and Jeff Michaels joined us. We had a lot of fun with college football content, a couple of futures. We really did well, all of us on the show.
Pretty damn good.
We did pretty damn good between the roundtable games and the best bets, 5-1.
We went 5-1 between the two of us.
Pretty good. And this Thursday, guys, there'll be a formal announcement later today on social media. This Thursday, the college and pro football forecast shows will begin. I'm going to tell you right now, stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss any of that, because will be the best football forecast show in the business this Thursday. Some news going to hit social media later today. And what else, baby?
We have some amazing discounts going on right now. Don't forget, today is $9 Monday over at Sports Memo. Any of the handicappers on the amazing site, $9 per person. It's an amazing deal. And we also do have any capper on the first family show this week, 7-day all access for just $59. That's the same price as a 3-day package. All you have to do is use code FORECAST7 upon checkout.
Sports fans, the customer appreciation over at Sports Memo is unrivaled. I hit them up this morning. I said, can we do something special? They said, absolutely. How about every guest on the show? 7 days all access, $59. Just amazing. Forecast 7. Use that upon checkout. Without any further ado, he's the best looking guy on this panel today. It pisses me off, guys. I love starting off the week with Ross Benjamin, a pioneer in the sports betting industry. He sets the tone for the whole week. He brings it. He's going to tell you a few things he's excited about on the premium side, and he's got another free play winner for you. Ross, the floor is yours.
Pisses you off. Yeah, what about the other two guys on the panel? Anyway, two handsome gentlemen in their own right, and yourself, Joey. Padres at the Giants. Pitching matchup, Mike Clevenger will make the start for the Padres, and it'll be Carlos Rodon for the San Francisco Giants. This game, first pitch is slated for 9:45 p.m. Eastern time. The current total in this game is 7.5. Both of these teams went over the total on Sunday, and there's some eerie, easy for me to say, similarities between these two teams when it comes to playing overs. Both teams have gone under the total in their last 4 games following an over. And both teams, last time they went back-to-back overs, each came on the same day, August 12th. And I think today is the 29th. So it's been 17 days since either one of these teams have gone over the total in back-to-back games. Carlos Rodon, his last 5 starts, a 1.44 ERA and an 0.70 WHIP, and their strikeout to walk ratio of 41-2. So that's getting it done. Rodon is, he's had a great year all year, Joe, but he's really been sharp over his last 5 starts. Mike Clevenger, good, not great, but solid. 15 starts with a 3.45 ERA. And his last 3 at home, he's been really good. He's averaged 6.3 innings pitched per start and posted a 1.89 ERA and a 0.74 WHIP in those outings. I like the Padres and the Giants to go under the total of 7.5 on Monday, August the 29th.
Ross Benjamin says Padres Giants under 7.5. Guys, he's been killing it. Free plays on this show. I want to tell you, Ryan, we're looking forward to getting him on the football show. I'll tell you that the schedule is going to come out this week. Guys, Ross has been winning, not for a year or two, but for decades. After this show, go over to Sports Memo, take advantage of some of these great customer appreciation discounts. Follow Ross for a day, a week, a month, doesn't matter. No matter what you do, you're going to come back for more. Now, sports fans, Ross has to take off.
Ross, do you have anything on the board for today by any chance?
You know what? I'm probably going to take a pass, Dionne, but if I could just fill the folks in a little bit, these are all documented streaks by Sports Memo. You can find them right at my page, Ross Benjamin. NFL 42-33 with my last 75, including 8-4 with the last 12. College football finished last year on a 39-28 run, which was good for 58%. My 10% top plays, 8-1 with my last 9. And I'll have one more going in the next 3 days. Obviously won't be today, but Tuesday or Wednesday, look for one of those 10% top plays. And my Major League Baseball picks of 4% or better, 55-35 with my last 90. That's good for 61.1%. And folks, I do not give you big chalks.
Sports fans, Ross Benjamin walking like he talking, winner every season, every sport, and coming out and saying, you know what, I don't have anything on the board today, tells you how good of a capper Ross is. He's not going to put out something that he's not crazy about. He's not going to gamble with your money. After the show, follow us. Doesn't matter. He doesn't have a play tonight. We got some great discounts over there. I know Ross has to take off. He's a busy guy. Got to catch a helicopter somewhere special. I know that. Ross, love kicking off the week with you. Thank you for everything. Good luck today and this week, buddy. And we look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Thank you for having me. And guys, have a great week.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a great day.
I love
Have
stuff.
a good one, Ross.
I know.
I love stuff. He sets the tone. And I'll tell you what, Matt and Jesse are extremely handsome, but I got to tell you, this is like the cast of one of those Ocean's 11 movies. The Affleck kid, the Khan kid, then there's the Matt Damon, and then George Clooney, and then Brad Pitt. One after the other, but it pisses me off. I got to be on my best. I gotta have to remember to always come on Monday, because Matt, Ross, and Jesse are on, looking my back. I might have to get a makeup artist to help me out. Just on Mondays. My friends, have a lot of fun here. We've got a lot more content for you. We're going to go to the First Lady of Las Vegas, who finished NFL preseason, one of the top people at Sports Memo. She's on the WNBA, MLB leaderboard last year, number 2 overall college football. Great work. She's been killing it on free plays both here, the Full Count Show, and the Family Affair Show. She's got some premium stuff she wants to tell you about, and another free winner. Dionne, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. As Joey did mention, I finished number 2 in profit and number 3 in winning percentage in preseason football, going 6-1-1. In MLB, the last 30 days, I am number 1 in winning percentage, and I also finished number 2 in college football last season. As far as today goes, I did pass just like Ross did, but I will be back tomorrow with some more free winners for you. And my free play today takes place on the Diamond, where the Miami Marlins host the Los Angeles Dodgers for the final game of this series. The Marlins have been struggling as of late, winning just 3 of their last 10 games. The Dodgers, on the other hand, have been one of the best overall teams in the MLB this season, as they currently hold the top spot in the National League. They come into this matchup winning 7 of their last 10, including 2 of 3 so far this series. And Los Angeles has won 6 of their last 7 meetings against Miami. Today, Pablo Lopez and Tony Gonsolin are scheduled to start. Lopez, he's 8-8 with a 3.00 ERA. In 2 career starts, both last season against the Dodgers, he is 1-0 with a 3.00 ERA. Although he was outstanding in his last start against the Athletics on Tuesday, he had lost 3 straight decisions before that win. And when at home, the righty has problems, going 3-4 with a 4.36 ERA. Gonsolin, who will make his next case for the Cy Young Award, has been solid, going 16-1 with a 2.10 ERA. In terms of ERA, he ranks first in the National League. The right-hander has allowed 2 earned runs or less 20 times in 23 starts this season. He has yet to face the Marlins this campaign, but outside of Dodger Stadium, Gonsolin is a perfect 7-0 with a 2.66 ERA. The Dodgers, they're 6-1 in their last 7 versus the NL East, while the Marlins are just 1-6 in their last 7 versus the NL West. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Dodgers here today.
The first player of Las Vegas, who's killing it on free and premium releases, says take the Dodgers today, run line. And she passed as well as Ross says he's going to pass today. You know, guys, that's the type of integrity you get with the cappers over at Sports Memo. We don't just put, you know, the cappers here have a lot of integrity. They're not going to gamble with your money. They want to make sure they put up something they feel strongly about. And passing says something about a capper as well as their winning percentage. I'll tell you right now, it's great stuff. After the show, follow the First Lady of Las Vegas. She's got some great discounts for football coming up. I know we have this 7-day package right now for the price of 3 days, $59. Any capper on the show. This is an ideal time. Take advantage of some of those discounts. Now, guys, I think I had who's on next, Moneyline Matt or Jesse?
I think we were going with Jesse.
Okay, let's go to Jesse the Body Schule. You know, guys, they call him the Iceman, but he's running red hot, particularly the last few months. Multiple sport leaderboards over the years, one of the highest winning percentage NFL, NCAA football. Every year he brings it, makes you money on the gridiron, but he just doesn't stop there. Soccer, football, baseball, you name it, Canadian football. It is amazing, amazing, amazing. And he's going to tell you about what he's excited about on the premium side today. And he has another free winner. Jesse, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Joe. I do have one baseball game up today, but I'm more excited about my college football non-conference game of the year going in week 1. I did get off to a perfect start with a winner in week 0. I'm coming off a 7-1 weekend. I finished the NFL preseason with an 8-2 record, 80%. And as you mentioned, the dog days of summer, July and August, I tend to do really well. I mentioned that at the beginning of the summer, and here we are with a couple days left in August and hitting 65% since July 1st. 65% is pretty good where I come from. So anyways, we'll get into this free pick for tomorrow's football match across the pond. We got Chelsea at Southampton. Chelsea, of course, is the favorite. Everybody's familiar with Chelsea, one of the top teams in the Premier League. Thomas Tuchel came over from Paris and really turned things around for Chelsea, but things have started to sour a little bit. They brought in a lot of high-priced players last year, and they've gotten rid of a couple of them. Romelu Lukaku, the Belgian, and Timo Werner, the German. They just didn't seem to work out. They brought in a guy early this season by the name of Cucurella. He hasn't worked out that well so far. And Chelsea just has that sort of lackluster look about them. They suffered a 3-0 loss in their last away match at Leeds. Here they are at Southampton. I fancy Southampton to get at least a goal in this match. This is a bit of a revenge match for Southampton. They lost 6-0 the last time they faced Chelsea. The over is 3-1 in Chelsea's last 4 matches overall, and the over is 4-1 in Southampton's last 5 matches in all competitions. I like the over 2.5 here.
Sports fans, Jesse the Body Schule says over Chelsea Southampton. He's been killing on this show. He's been killing on the leaderboards over at Sports Memo. Great stuff after the show. Go over to Sports Memo. Follow Jesse. You can follow him for this 7-day discount, $59. You see the code and the special scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Follow him in any sport. It's going to make you money. I advise to follow him in an all-sport package because he kills it in multiple sports. And particularly this time of year, you want to start off the football campaign winning, build your bankroll, money management. By the end of the season, you'll be rich. Follow Jesse all the way to the bank, guys. I'm really excited about Moneyline Matt. He's the newest addition over at Sports Memo. He specializes in UFC, MMA, correct, and NFL. Is that correct?
Yeah, and NBA.
Oh, and NBA. My apologies. And NBA. Got ahead of myself. He's been on the show several times, and we're going to get him scheduled on the Football Forecast show. You know, prior to him coming on the show a few weeks back, the first time he came on the show, I looked up, some of the things that he's done. He's got a great reputation. He's a winner. He's got a couple of long-term free play futures today on the show, but he's going to tell you what he's excited about, maybe on the premium side as well. Moneyline Matt, the floor is yours.
Hey, thank you for that introduction again, Joe. And yeah, kind of piggybacking up what everyone said in the show prior, you can't force plays or anything like that. So for me right now, you're going to get a lot of NFL. NFL, NBA, and UFC is what I cover. Later in the week, we're going to get closer to that UFC card, so more and more odds will be released. So again, if I see something I like, you'll see that up on Sports Memo, or I'll come on a show and I'll talk about it. But today, we are going to be focusing on the Tennessee Titans over-under, and that is set at 9.5 wins for the 2022 season. And for me, when you start, you look at the schedule, you look at the Tennessee Titans, and I think the schedule is a lot tougher than many are leading to believe. It is the 24th strength of schedule throughout the entire NFL, but they do have some very difficult opponents, and this Titan team starts off with some tougher teams like the Buffalo Bills, the Raiders. The Colts are going to be tough this year. So again, in addition to that, down the stretch, they face teams like the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Packers, the Bengals, the Eagles. That's 5 games in a row for this Tennessee Titans team. They have a brand new receiving core now that A.J. Brown has gone to the Philadelphia Eagles. They drafted Treylon Burks, and they brought in Robert Woods, who, again, Robert Woods is a longtime veteran, a player that I have a lot of respect for, good going over the middle, very secure hands, solid route runner. But again, now you have Treylon Burks coming in, a rookie wide receiver, taking over that number 1 spot. You do have Derrick Henry coming back. He came back last year in the playoffs. But now this offensive line for the Tennessee Titans is one of the worst throughout the entire NFL. So again, you're putting a lot on Derrick Henry's back to just create plays. Ryan Tannehill has been very inconsistent throughout his career. Last year, he had a 21 touchdown to 14 interception outing. And now he has an offensive line that's just as bad, if not worse. And he has a receiving core that is potentially worse than last year as well, with A.J. Brown gone and Julio Jones. And I know the whole Julio Jones experiment didn't work out too well, but it's still a lot to ask for an inconsistent quarterback. A lot of pressure is going to be on this Tennessee Titans defense. Once again, their defense is pretty stout. With Danico Autry and Jeffrey Simmons coming off the edge. He had 11 sacks in 2021. And again, a lot of this is going to come down to this Tennessee Titans defense. If that offense can't move the ball, then they're going to be punting the football a lot more frequent, giving it back to that defense. And in turn, I think they wear down as the season goes on. And because of this, I have the Tennessee Titans going under their 9.5 win projection. I actually have the Titans falling off the table and going 7-10 this season. And I actually think the Jacksonville Jaguars could compete with them for that number 2 spot within the division.
There you go, sports fans. Moneyline Matt, another future prediction. He's doing some great work. His breakdowns and analyses are just off the charts. I've got to tell you, when it comes to the NFL, he is money. He just also told you he's going to have some UFC stuff coming up. Go over to Sports Memo after the show. Follow Moneyline Matt. He is a winner. He's going to be a regular here. And we've got to get you scheduled on the NFL Football Forecast Show. Producer Chris, he'll get with you. We've got to get you on that show because we've got to get you out to the audience. We got to let everybody know how great you are, Matt. We love you. You're going to stick around for a couple more minutes?
Yeah, I still have my Chargers play if you want me to run that over.
Oh, absolutely. I thought you forgot about it. I'm sorry. I thought you forgot about it. My apologies. So I just kept going. I apologize. My bad. I thought when Moneyline Matt stopped, my bad. It's Monday. Forgive your host, guys. That was on me. I thought he forgot about the Chargers, so I just let it go. Guys, my apologies. Moneyline Matt has another future for you.
Hey, no worries at all. I just wanted to chop it up with everyone real quick, see what everyone else thought. So it was perfect. But my second play of the day is the LA Chargers over 10.5 wins for the 2022 season. And this one you can get plus money on in most sports books, so definitely search that one around. And again, a lot of this has to do with that AFC West division, potentially one of the toughest divisions in the history of football, with the Kansas City Chiefs, LA Chargers, Denver Broncos, and the Las Vegas Raiders. For me, though, my favorite within that division is actually the Los Angeles Chargers, and here's why. Of any team within that division, the LA Chargers made the most offseason acquisitions. If you looked at the Chargers last year, they just missed the playoffs, and a huge reason that they missed the playoffs was because of their run defense. It was one of the worst in the NFL. They couldn't stop anyone, and in turn, you can't control the clock. So what did the Chargers do? They brought in Sebastian Joseph Day and Austin Johnson this offseason to secure up that middle. They also brought in Khalil Mack to go across from Joey Bosa. So they have two of the top edge rushers in the entire division to chase down Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, and Russell Wilson. Okay, that is key for this AFC West division. In addition to that, they brought in J.C. Jackson, the top cornerback, throughout the entire offseason, to go alongside Asante Samuel. And then back, in addition to that, they have Derwin James at safety. So this is a very good secondary to go along with two of the top defensive rushers on the outside, creating pressure on the quarterback. They've secured up that middle, and I still haven't even talked about that offense. That offense is led by Justin Herbert, who is one of the MVP favorites this season. You have Austin Eckler in the backfield. And then in terms of wideouts, you have Mike Williams on the outside, and then Keenan Allen, one of the better route runners, and one of the more secure-handed receivers in all of football. And then lastly, to finish it out with this LA Chargers team, one of the more slept-on additions to this team, I believe, is Gerald Everett at tight end. He's a receiving-style tight end. He's very good in the red zone to go along with, Mike Williams is a big body. Keenan Allen is a big body. And having a quarterback like Justin Herbert, who can easily stretch the field, one of the biggest arms throughout the NFL, he can extend the play with his legs on top of that. So I really like this LA Chargers team. I actually have this Chargers team going 12-5, winning the division outright at plus 200 and going over their win total at 10.5 wins. Another bet that I think is solid for this Chargers team is the Justin Herbert MVP, which is generally around plus 1,000, and Justin Herbert most touchdown passes at plus 650. I actually think him and Josh Allen are going to be the one battling it out for both awards. So again, I think those are great odds with Justin Herbert and even better odds with the LA Chargers.
Sports fans, Moneyline Matt, great breakdown, great analysis. Your knowledge just astounds me. I think it's incredible. Guys, he's got me in awe. I know he's got you in awe. After the show, follow Moneyline Matt. He's got some great discounted packages. By the way, Moneyline Matt, to go back to your Titans analysis, if D'Amico, Autry, and I were to get married, his legal name would be D'Amico. That's a thinker, guys. Just think about that. Sports fans, Matt's going to stick around for a couple of minutes. I've got my free play. I'm excited again to start off the week. Guys, as we mentioned earlier, once again this season, I finished the top of the leaderboard in NFL exhibition play. The last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, I am all over the Sports Memo leaderboards. It is crazy. Last 30 days, tops and winning percentage. I'm not here to give you action. I'm here to give you winners. So I did pass today as well. I thought the card was very difficult. And if I don't love something, I'm not going to put it out. I'd rather give you something I am crazy about than give you something I'm half-assed about. I'm not going to gamble with your money. But over the next few days, I did look at several of the projected pitching matchups. And there's at least 2 or 3 matchups I absolutely love. It looks like have at least a couple of 5%ers, and it may be a 10% in the next few days. 14-0,
Wow.
10% releases in 2022. Let's go over for my free play today. Wow, that's a mouthful. Anyway, let's go to NL Central, Great America Ballpark. Cardinals take on the Reds, game 1 of this series. St. Louis absolutely dominating division opponents this season, 33-19 against the NL Central in 2022. They come into this matchup after taking 2 of 3 at home against Atlanta, bringing the record 21-6 the last 27 overall games. Miles Mikolas, Chase Anderson scheduled today. Mikolas 2-1 with a 2.38 over his last 3 turns. Let's go to Anderson. I had to look it up because I forgot about this guy. I know a lot of you people did. Due to injuries, Anderson is getting his first major league start of the campaign. He was 7-3 with a 4.50 ERA in 27 games, which includes 16 starts. Where? Not in the major leagues, not in the California penal system, and not in another in the Mexican League. I'll tell you where. AAA Toledo Mud Hens, AA Durham Bulls, and that is this season. He does pitch a lot. I got to tell you, the reports are not great, but they are so depleted with injuries, this pitching staff, that they got to start getting guys. They're going to start getting, like, the water boy and the towel guy and the bat boy. It's going to be a very long day for him, guys. Mark my words. The Cardinals, 36-17 the last 53 versus teams with the losing record, 6-2 the last 8 on the road, 8-3 the last 11 following a win, 46-22 going back further the last 68 versus this division, the NL Central. Take St. Louis on the run line, sports fans. Let's bring everybody back. We got a couple of announcements. We're going to run down the plays. Then we're going to get out of here. I'm going to take a nap before the MLB show. My friends, don't forget to tune in later today, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Full Count, the MLB betting coverage show. We come to you live. I will be hosting a very interesting show. Great panel today. Jesse the Body Schule and Rocky, the Southern Assassin Atkinson. They're going to be joining me. So tune into that before you make any of your final Monday final Monday baseball betting decisions. That was a mouthful. There you go. Also, just one more thing I want to say.
Yeah.
Guys, we're thinking about bringing this show, the First Family Show, start going live each morning. So you guys could comment. We could chat. You could tell us, so you could ask us some questions. By midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, the latest, because, Friday we go, the First Family becomes the Family Affair show. But we're thinking about going live. We're going to have a lot of fun. You never know what's going to happen when I go live and unsupervised, not edited by my producer, Chris. Jesse, too. I know he and I can have a lot of fun. Listen, it's better to ask for forgiveness than beg for permission. So I'm sure Jesse and I are going to have a lot of fun going live. Dionne has a few discounts. We're going to run down today's free plays. Then I'm going to get out of here and get some mouth to mouth because I'm winded today. I'm old, guys. It was a long weekend. Dionne, take it away.
Don't forget, today is $9 Monday over at Sports Memo. So head on over to the site and take advantage of that amazing $9 day from any of the amazing handicappers on the website. And also, any capper on the First Family Show this week, a 7-day all access for just $59. That's the same price as the 3-day package. All you have to do is use code FORECAST7 upon checkout.
Let's run down the plays today. Ross Benjamin, he had to leave. He had another modeling shoot in Pago Pago. Ross had the Padres Giants under 7.5. Dionne, what did you have for everyone?
I'm going with the Dodgers on the run line today.
Jesse Schule.
Over 2.5, Chelsea, Southampton.
Moneyline Matt, 2 futures. What did you have for everybody today, Matt?
I had the Tennessee Titans under 9.5 wins and the LA Chargers over 10.5 wins.
And your sexy and savory host, who is dire need of mouth to mouth right now, said the Cardinals minus a run and a half, minus $1.30 is a win to start off your week. Guys, the best collection of capper anywhere on the planet are on Sports Memo. We each post a lot of stuff on the Sports Memo Twitter page. Make sure you follow it. A lot of free content, odds, futures, great columns, you name it. Go over to Sports Memo Twitter page. You will love it. Also, Dionne?
You can also follow all of the amazing handicappers on the First Family Show. You can find Ross Benjamin over at Ross Benjamin 1. You can find the Iceman at Jesse Schule. Matt, you will find at Moneyline__ Matt. You can find myself over at the First Lady of Vegas and Joey at Joe D'Amico Wins. And don't forget to tune in the rest of this week for some more free winners and amazing guests. And on behalf of Sports Memo, Ross, Jesse, Matt, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.